Well, Ben Spies, finally, the speculation is over. We can finally say that you will be in MotoGP next year, riding for Tech3. Your feelings, your first feeling when you put that press release out finally, because I know you've known for a while, but now it's out. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's good because it kind of, all the people that keep asking questions, you know, it silences all that, and I mean, I've known personally since before the Indy GP that that's what I was doing, but just kind of, you know, we kept it under wraps and let, from the GP side of it, you know, get a lot of things figured out for them next year, and you know, it doesn't change anything about what's going to happen for the next 4 races. I'm gonna give it my all, and just like I would be coming back here to race again if you know, if that were to happen, but it's not, and going to ride GPs next year, so it's going to be another challenge, and it's the biggest one I've ever done. You know, it's going to be good. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be tough going to the track, and you know, we're here, I show up, and the goal is to win. You know, every time I go there, and with GP, you know, a goal to win here is like you know, finishing in the top 8 every race there. I think that's where the level is. The guys are definitely faster there, and the bikes are a different beast. So, but got to do it sometimes. You know, got to try it, and it's going to be a big learning curve. So might as well get started with it pretty early.
The rules stipulate that you have to be in a satellite team as a rookie. Now, even though you've got a bit of experience under your belt already, but it doesn't speculate or doesn't say what bike you're on. What spec of bike M1 are you expecting to get?
Well, I mean, that's always, you know, there's never you know, certainties with that right now, especially it's too early. But you know, I think the way it looks like next year, the bike's going to be really close with the way the new engine spec rule is. I think the satellite bikes are going to be closer than they've ever been to the factory bikes, and we'll see. The Tech3 bikes right now obviously are great bikes on the track, and I think next year they're going to be closer to the factory, if not the same. So just gonna, you know, that's out of my control. All I can do is try to get results, improve myself, and you know, get all the good updates and get all that kind of stuff. So it's like I said, it's going to be a big year. It's going to be a big learning curve, and something I'm willing to, you know, I'm not scared to go off and try.
Given that, what expectations then do you have in terms of results? Because obviously you got a good result in Laguna on the Suzuki, but what are your expectations of a full season in MotoGP? Given obviously you know what James has done coming this way now, but what are your expectations?
Really, you know, honestly, I don't have any expectations right now. Once I get testing and seeing kind of where I stack up, that's when I set my personal goals. But you know, I know that reasonably, I'm probably, you know, it'd take a very good day, a special day to set foot on a podium, you know, next year when we've set foot on a lot of podiums here. And that's something I can deal with, you know, just because I know when I'm getting beat, who I'm getting beat by. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So it's going to be tough. It's like I said, that's it. And there ain't nobody out there that's faster than those guys. So you know, right now I honestly don't have any expectations. My expectations right now are to try to go out and win a World Superbike title. That's what I'm thinking about. I've got 4 more races left, and I've got to give it everything I got. And you know, for next year, that'll come. You know, that'll be more along, you know, after kind of the first race of the season, and see where I do rate with those guys.
We can't help ourselves, but certainly America anyway will be excited about Team Texas. Yeah. Colin Edwards and yourself. What is your relationship with Colin?
Colin's a great guy. I mean, he's been one of the guys I've always looked up to. I've got pictures of him the first race I ever attended. You know, he was back in the Vance and Hine, you know, Yamaha back in I think it was 92 in Road Atlanta, and I've got even a picture with him that I need to dig out. And it's going to be good because he's a guy I look up to, a real guy, a great racer, somebody I can learn from. It's you know, Team Texas and GP. I mean, I don't think that's ever happened, and you know, there's a lot of funny things that can go with that, a lot of, you know, opportunities that can happen. So it's I think we're both looking forward to it. We've talked quite a bit. You know, he's known about me coming for a long time, pretty much, and you know, it's going to be fun.
Fine, I don't want to keep going on about next year, but 2 things: Bridgestones and your style of front end. How do you think it'll suit the M1, and how do you think you'll get used to the Bridgestones?
Well, I mean, that's the big question. That's what, you know, I feel I can ride a motorcycle good. how well I can adapt is another. You know, it's not always about you know, trying to make you know, acclimatize to, you know, making your style work for that. It's making, you know, that style work for you. It's hard. You know, I'm gonna have to change a lot of things, you know, in order to go fast on one of those bikes, and whether I can do that or not, you know, we'll see. But it's gonna be tough. But you know, all I can do is try and you know, put in the effort and see if I've got the talent to do it.
I know now's not the time to look back, but obviously this day, the day that you signed and are going to go to MotoGP, you've been waiting for since you were a little boy. So deep down, I know you've got business to finish here, but you've got to be excited by that.
Oh yeah, I mean, it doesn't, you know, it's always, you know, you race in the AMA and the World Superbike, and those are great series, you know, but MotoGP is MotoGP. I mean, that's you know, the greats of, you know, I mean, just everybody, from you know, Agostini to Doohan to Swans to Rainey and Rossi. I mean, just that's where it is. I mean, that's, you know, no matter hopefully the results are worth, you know, something here in a couple of years, you know, when I'm done racing. But just to be able to say that, hey, I raced, you know, I was in MotoGP, that's alone worth something. I mean, but you know, when you can pull out some results and maybe a couple podium pictures or, you know, a race win, that's when it's pretty special, and that's what we're going to see if I'm ever capable of doing that. And but right now I've completed, you know, a couple of my personal goals, and even this year, you know, the title or no title, I've exceeded a lot of expectations this year for just what we've race wins to, you know, everybody is maybe he'll get a couple race wins, and we've done really well, and like I said, title or no title, I know how I stack up against the World Superbike guys, and I think we've had a really good year, and now it's time to try another gig and see how we can get on with that, and it's going to be the biggest thing I've ever done, and we'll see if I can do it.